What's going on, everybody? It's Jamie here. Today is April 8th, 2019. It's Monday. It's a beautiful, sunny, warm day where I'm at here. And let's talk about some Bitcoin technical analysis. So, not much happening today with Bitcoin. Kind of grinding out this little area of resistance that we hit over the last couple days. Um, you know, kind of cooling off after this big 30% move that we had, but still managing to climb up just, each day creeping up just a little bit. Uh, coming up to test this major resistance level that we have. It's not. Let me move into the weekly so you can see it. So yeah, we have the get over here chart. So we have the 100 exponential came over here, and through all of 2018, this moving average acted as support. Once we broke below this 50 simple moving average, Bitcoin just kind of bounced around between these two major moving averages, the 50 simple and the 100 EMA. And currently, right now, after this move we had last week, Bitcoin's definitely taken some time to pause at this 100 EMA resistance level, and we're looking at this a potential cross of the purple 50 EMA and this 100 EMA to see kind of where the next move is going to happen with Bitcoin. So, if we take a look at the lower term time frames, right now, Bitcoin is currently printing an ascending triangle, which to me makes it look like we're going to get this move from last week followed up and at least test this 5,800 to 5,900 6K range for Bitcoin. That was a major support level back in 2018. You can see we have this ascending triangle forming here, which more often than not, 60% of the time is a bullish pattern. Currently, right now, we're following this 50 simple moving average, this yellow line right here, and if we break below that, then we definitely want to pay attention to this 100 EMA on the hourly to see if we can maintain that for support. Current resistance right now up at about 5350 psychological, and this formation here is getting pretty mature. So at the very longest, if we follow this whole pattern to the end, we're looking for a break here in the next 48 hours for sure. So taking the measured move off this ascending triangle, if this were to break bullish, we can see that this down here a little bit. That brings us up to this 5950, 5925, 6K area, whatever you want to call it. If you want to be safe, let's say 5900, and anything above that is a little bit extra. But if we put in a line right here off this measured move, and we zoom back out to the daily chart here, you'll notice that this kind of lines up with this large support line that we had through all of 2018. So, previous support tends to become, previous support tends to come new resistance. So right now, with what's going on in Bitcoin, it's looking like we definitely want to at least give this area a test before consolidating a little bit more. So, could we get could Bitcoin come up? Let me bring up this little brush tool here. Could we come up, test this resistance, then come back down here, and then pull out a little consolidation before breaking higher? That's definitely a possibility. And if that were to happen, we would get a big cup and handle formation. That might line up with a bull break in the end of the bear market. Let me delete that. Could we also let me delete these. That's one of the bullish cases that could be a possibility here. This 6K resistance, that's going to be a pretty huge resistance, because we were able to keep this as support for so long that when Bitcoin broke it in November and it went straight the fuck down to 3,100, let me put that down there. it was a large support level to be breaking, and the move followed up with the break of that. So could we, and this is the daily chart. We're talking big picture here. Could we come up, test this, and then create a longer term equilibrium pattern? That's definitely in the cards here. Um, you know, I would like to say it's not in the cards because we have this golden cross coming here, and these moving averages are starting to get a little bit of a decent trajectory. Uh, and if we're looking at some of the other altcoins like BNB and Litecoin, they got this golden cross and they've been performing extremely well. BNB got this golden cross here, and as soon as it got the golden cross confirmed, it was up 70%. So if that's any testament, 70, 80%, if that's any testament to what's going to happen, what we're going to see here in Bitcoin, then, you know, um, this case might not happen. It might be more of a case of, we bull break out of this rising, rising consolidation, uh, ascending triangle. If we break through out of this, we test here. Do we break out of this, grind along this 6K, and then continue this bullishness that we've had over the last couple weeks? It's certainly a possibility. There's seems to be a lot of bullish news, lots of bullish talk, and Bitcoin was pretty oversold here. Um, after it lost the support here in November, after it broke 6K, we got to pretty oversold levels here. The stochastics were in the dirt. RSI was in the dirt down here. So could this be, just a bounce back up, a short-term test, and maybe we stay as we stayed in this range between the 50 and the 100 over here. Maybe we come back down and stay within this 200 range for a longer type consolidation before breaking higher. That's in the bullish case scenario. Otherwise, in the bearish case scenario, since this is just a lower high, even though we did break out of here, we still, have this. Let me put this line in here. Actually, I take that back because we did break. This is the first higher high that we've had in a really long time. So, do we bounce off here and then come back, test this support trend line and then move higher? That would kind of line up with the cup and handle kind of theory that we would have here is, okay, we have this cup, then it draws the handle, and then we break bullish, and it's off to the races to billions and billions and billions of fucking dollars. No, do we break here and long term grind up this way till we break this $20,000 previous resistance level? Is this the impetus? Is this the first makings of that happening? So the next couple of days, it'll be interesting to see where Bitcoin goes. I'll definitely be watching this up support trend line to see where the move is going to happen here. Put in some alerts here just to let me know what happens here. I think this 100 EMA right here is definitely the support you want to be watching for any kind of bearish activity out of this. So that lines up with, what is this, the $5,100 range, $5,000 range. Definitely a support trend line you want to be watching. But lots of bullish things happening for Bitcoin right now, and this is maybe not the time you want to be short. It all kind of depends on this weekly 100 moving average, what we do here. So this is definitely the level to be watching. Are we going to put some inside bars in over the next couple days and just kind of flag out from here a little bit, tighten up, and then break bullish? Or do we come down and test this support line and reassess things in a couple days? we're just going to have to wait to find out. So Ethereum actually on the daily is looking like it really wants to run some more. This is Ethereum's been the laggard out of the three. Uh, we've broken a little bit out of this kind of resistance that we had, this flag pattern that was kind of going on. We had this descending wedge, and if you draw it like this, looks like we're kind of breaking bullish out of that. You could also argue that this is the better way to draw this, and that could kind of these ascending wedges typically are continuation patterns of the previous trend. We had this downtrend coming here, then we have this consolidation, and does that mean that we break bullish or bearish out of this? That's one argument, but we do have this golden cross coming in here potential, and barring any kind of crazy bear breaks in the next couple of days, we are going to get this golden cross. And we just looked at on the golden cross that we had on BNB, which led to the golden cross right here on the daily led to an 80% bull break out of there. We also got a golden cross here on Litecoin, and since that golden cross kind of happened, we had let me bring this up. So we had this golden cross right here, and we had a 90% move on Litecoin since that golden cross happened. So I would not be trading against this golden cross on ETH right now. I would definitely be looking for a break. Let's see, and some of these higher. Yeah, so on ETH, let's get rid of these drawing tools. On ETH, we have this same thing as Bitcoin. We have this 100 EMA coming in, acting as resistance. So, this is definitely the resistance level to be watching. The 50 simple right here is definitely, the support level long-term to be watching. But, again, with Litecoin and BNB both breaking this, or having this daily long golden cross and getting 80%, 90% moves out of it, Ethereum is looking like it might be a pretty good trade right now. This resistance is also lining up with previous support level that was back here in September 2018. So, whether we can break through here, that's going to be one of the deciding factors on what happens with Ethereum over the coming days. Looking at the Ethereum on the lower time frame, on the hourly, we are printing an ascending wedge here. We have this support trend line coming up, this resistance trend line coming right here. Typically that is a bearishly resolved pattern, but we've seen these kind of patterns be breaking bullish the last couple weeks or so. So right now, do you want to be trading against that? I don't think so. I would, at least for a short trade, I would be looking for a break on the hourly of this 200 simple moving average before I'd be entering a short. Definitely just don't want to mess with this. Don't want to fuck with this golden cross, however you want to say it. So until this wedge pattern breaks, if you're in a bullish trade, cool. Maybe you want to be exiting around this resistance level. Maybe you exit right around 187, 190, 189 level right up here, and look for a pullback to test this support line right here. That's the trade to be making. If you're looking for a short-term scalp, that would also hedge you against, if we do decide to break very bullish, you can always buy back in. But right now we're in the middle of this range, so nothing to be doing except for watching till this range breaks. It's gonna kind of do nothing. What is this range here? Let's see. 5% range. It's up to you if you want to be trading those kind of ranges. I'm looking for more of these big swing trades that are a little bit longer. So lots of bullish things happening here. We're at some major resistance levels, so you definitely want to be careful. Litecoin, Litecoin here, this Litecoin is the one of the examples that I'm talking about here with a lot of these bearish formations breaking bullish. We have this ascending broadening wedge, which is typically a bearishly resolved pattern. And, let's bring it up on the daily chart here. Ascending broadening wedge, Litecoin, no big deal. Breaking bullish out of it. We got this golden cross back here. We've got the 10 and the 20 acting as support this whole way up. Do we see a back test of this rising channel support line? Possibly, but again, things looking pretty bullish for Litecoin on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, Litecoin is above the 50 EMA for the first time in a really, really long time, if ever, on Litecoin USDT on Binance. Let's bring up Litecoin on Bitfinex. Let's see here. Well, we can bring up Litecoin on Coinbase. And, we can see here Litecoin last week breaking up above all sorts of moving averages. And, Litecoin is definitely one of the best cases here for the bear market being over here. I mean, so sorry, tons of alerts going on over here, Telegram and stuff like that. Let's take a look at some of these altcoins. Hollow, definitely a big fan of Hollow as a project. On the weekly chart, finding support along this 21 EMA. If we look at the daily, I think the daily wants to come down. Yeah, the daily on Ethereum or on hot Ethereum definitely looks like it wants to come down here and test this 200 simple moving average, right around 640-ish level. Hollow ports for Hollow are definitely they're shipping pretty soon here. There was a Medium article. There was a Medium article on Hollow a couple days ago saying that Hollow ports are still on track for delivery. Oh wait, this isn't the article that I'm talking about. Let's do this past week. So yeah, just 3 days ago, Medium, they had an article showing some of the Hollow ports coming off the production line. So if you're an investor in the original Indiegogo campaign, or if you order off the Hollow ports store for HoloChain, Hollow ports will be shipping here pretty soon. So, that's an argument here for us maybe not making it down to that support level, the 200. But right now, definitely, Hollow has been moving inversely from the majors here. Whenever you see Ethereum spike, Hollow likes to dump, and whenever you see Ethereum pull back, Hollow likes to run up. So, we'll have to see what happens with some of the majors here to see what happens with Hollow, but it wouldn't surprise me in the least for, Hollow. Well, actually here, we did bounce off this previous high on Hollow, and we are printing, a little hammer pattern on this daily chart. So, do we see a reversal here and come back up to test this 50 simple moving average that has been, basically our resistance level over the last, month or so, a little bit less than a month, few weeks, since the middle of March. So, are we going to see this before we see the test of this, while this, 200 simple kind of comes up? It'll be, we'll have to wait and see, but, we do have a downtrend going, lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low. So, something we're going to have to watch over the coming days. Right here, if we look at this consolidation pattern, we had similar consolidation. We had a little bit of bullish action. We had consolidation here, bullish action into this 200. And, are we going to see that same kind of thing? We have a little consolidation and then, a little bit of bullish action up into this 200 simple moving average. Could be good for a short-term trade. Maybe up into this 50 EMA. Just kind of have to see how it holds here at this support level around 700 to weigh. What else do we want to look at? Let's look at, okay, cool. Here, let's look at the total market cap for cryptocurrency. And then I got to skate out of here. But, if we look at the daily here on the total market cap, something interesting is happening right here. We had all sorts of high volume support here in this range, in this consolidation for the total market cap. This is the total market cap of all of the cryptocurrency market. And, we had this resistance level here that took a couple attempts to before we broke, and we just had this crazy parabolic move. Right now, we have the total market cap breaking through that. Now, if you want to bring this level up just a little bit, and we see this total market cap ground down this level here from September through November until the dump down to under 100 billion. And right now, we are currently coming up to test this level as resistance. So, do we resist here, come back down, test this 200 simple before moving higher? This is also looking at a golden cross here on the moving averages. We're getting real close to this happening, and Litecoin and BNB both had those and saw 90% moves. So, is that going to happen with the total market cap? Litecoin back in 2015 was the lead bull. Let's bring up the weekly. Oh, this doesn't have enough history on the USDT. Let's go to Litecoin. There we go, Coinbase. So, in 2015, we don't have enough history here either. Let me bring up the Litecoin. This is the Bitfinex chart that has all the history on Litecoin. Where is it? Bitstamp. Maybe this one has all the history. Yeah, no, it is the Bitstamp chart. Here, let me look here. Bitstamp, Bitfinex. Excuse me. Where the heck is that? Here we go. Litecoin dollar Bitfinex. This has all of the yeah. So in 2015 here, we had Litecoin, leading the bull break out of the bear market. Litecoin had this big move, but it never got over this 100 exponential moving average. It took it a really long time, like almost 2 years to get over this 100 exponential moving average, where we're above that right now. We because of all the bullish signs in the market, got things like Backed. We have NASDAQ, talking about doing things this year. There's just so much bullish news right now, and Litecoin is just it's leading us out of this bear market. So, going back to looking at this total market cap, if we see a break of this resistance line here at about 180 billion dollars, coming back up here to start making moves higher into this 250, 300 million. We have this support line here that was support for a long time before breaking this little channel. Do we see a move up into this channel, grind sideways a little bit before breaking higher? That's definitely a possibility. We have a few historical support trend lines or support levels on this total market cap. We have this one right here. We found support, broke down, bounced off it. We got up above it a little bit, and then ever since then we've just been kind of lower low, lower high, lower low until now we are finally starting to get this our first higher high in like forever. So, do we break here, grind in this channel for, a couple months, grind this channel for a couple months, and then come back and up and, come to test this 500,000 or 500 billion support level? We're going to have to wait and see, but lots of exciting times happening, with this total market cap as well. Do we get rejected here and come down here to test this 200 one more time before, moving higher again? We're going to have to wait and see, but bring this up. Do we come back down here, test this, kind of bounce in here a little bit before testing higher? It's definitely a possibility, but we do have the total market cap. And let me delete this here. Let me bring this up a little bit. If you look at the last few months here on total market cap volume, we have ascending, inclining bull volume. And, this weekly just started. We tested this here. Do we get a little, do we get one of these red bars here where we just kind of consolidate sideways before we bring in another one of these big volume candle bars or candles? We will have to see. But this total market cap volume, it is the highest that it's been, like, oh, come on, chart. We are coming up on this total market cap. Damn it. This is some of the highest volume we've seen on Bitcoin, since this $20,000 range. So this is, something to keep watch. We have stochastics pointing up on total market cap, RSI pointing up on total market cap. So, could this be a big bull break and we get a bunch of money coming into the market? It very well could. Guess we're gonna have to wait a couple months to find out, but yeah. So, that's gonna do it. Let's take a check in to Bitcoin here and see what's going on. I think we're probably still grinding this ascending triangle range, but yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I gotta run, take care of some errands here. Wish you well. Have a happy day, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.